So what's up, YouTube? So I just landed in Mexico here yesterday, and I'm just going to share with you a couple things how I do it. If you can, get a car rental. Get a car rental, and when you quote those prices, make sure you say, is the insurance included? Is there any additional costs? Is there any hidden fees? You want to make sure that you're not going to get screwed. You're not going to have to pay more at the end of your time. And what does the insurance cover? You know, what happens if this happens? You know, and also, it's very important. Ideally, you want to rent a car. When you rent, I was able to rent a car. I had to go to several places. But when you rent the car, you want to make sure you take pictures. A lot of pictures, because they're gonna take a big deposit on your credit card. Okay? And you're responsible for any damage on that car. Number one. Number two, get a car. If you can get a car, take pictures. Make sure it's you discuss the price before you pay. And if it's not the price that you discuss, leave. And because that happened to me at Avis, and you'll see a video about that. I'll put a video out about that, about Avis car rental. The guy told me one price at the ticket counter at the airport. He said 2,500 pesos, which is about $150. And I said, really? I said, all inclusive. That includes the insurance. And he said, yes. He said, yes. I was very specific. And the man said, yes. So then I said, okay, done. Sold. So I was like, okay, I'll just upgrade. I'll pay a little bit more. I'll get a nicer car. And so we went down to the ticket counter, and the guy went and said, oh, well, no, doesn't include this, doesn't include. I said, you guys are a bunch of liars, man. So I left. I walked out of the ticket counter, and as I was walking, like this guy who drives the buses for the car rental company. He's a Mexican guy, and he stopped me, and he said, hey, you looking to rent a car? I said, yeah, but it was from Hertz. I said, yeah, I'm not. I said, no, I don't like scam. I was pissed. And so I said, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't like scams. And what happened was he goes and he says, hey, sorry, I'm getting distracted on my phone here. Anyway, so he goes and he says to me, I will call my boss and we will discuss a price right here, right now. I'll call him on the phone. Just wait here. And I was like, it doesn't cost me nothing to wait. I said, okay, fine. So I went ahead and I waited, and he called. He gave me a price, 5,000 Mexican pesos, which is about $320, something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, it was cheaper from what I booked, because I already booked with Enterprise, and I was $360. So I said, man, he was going to save me like, I don't know, for like $40. I said, okay. I said, but I told him, I said, look, if I get over there and the price changes or something happens, I'm gone. I'll leave. And you got to be willing to walk away. Anyway, so I did that, and I got that taken care of. So rent a car, and then the next thing is to go out and find the best organic grocery market. Don't eat at the Walmart. Look for an organic grocery market and cook at your Airbnb. Get a cheap Airbnb, because you spend all this money to get over here, not to stay in the hotel, but to see everything. Use that money that you would pay for a nice hotel and pay for a car rental, because the car rental, you'll see more in the car rental than you will on the tours. Number one. Number two, the car rental is you have your own freedom. You have your own independence. You can go where you want to go. Every country I've traveled, I always rented a car. I can't stress enough. I was in Jordan one time. I got into an accident. A guy hit me. Bam! Hit the side of the car. You know? It's great. I've had some adventures. Anyway, so I just want to share that with you. And don't compromise on your health. You got to eat right. So eat good food. If it's a little bit higher market, if it's like the Mexican, we're gonna go. I'm gonna show you a video. We're gonna go to the Mexican version of the Mexican Whole Foods. So let's go see what this place was about. I've already been to the Mexican Walmart, and prices were cheaper than they are in the U.S. But like I said, I need to get some chicken, and I don't want to eat like some nasty chicken that came in from China or something, or that's been out there that's old. You got to be careful.